Greetings, Gemini, and welcome to Ingrid's Insights. So, this is going to be a reading for Gemini, Sun, Moon, and Rising for a general energy check-in. So, my Geminis, I'm so happy to see you, and let's start with an activation card from the astral realm. These are amazing cards. I mean, look at this, the copper on them and the crystals. And the card that I get for Gemini is empathy. Number 14. So perhaps one of my Geminis has a special connection to number 14. 1 and 4 is 5 is a sign of change. And you see these beautiful 2 pearls. Perhaps oysters or pearls are important to my Geminis. Raising your glass. I see these beautiful crystals in your chalice. So let's bring empathy, dear Gemini, to our reading to see how your energy is. So it's saying that energetically, you either have a lot of empathy right now for others or for some situation or some person, what they're going through. Maybe a friend of yours is sick. Maybe somebody you know is in need and is that just brings up these empathic feelings for you. Or maybe, Gemini, that you just are around someone who is very empathic and that you're feeling a lot of love for that person because of that. And that empathy is growing between you two. So hold that feeling over the whole reading as we come to use the tarot to see what is it that my Gemini need to know today as we go closer to Pluto moving into Aquarius. And what does Gemini need to know? If you have a question or a concern or a curiosity or just something that you want to have some closure on or clarity in a deeper way, well, this reading is for you, Gemini. And this is you. Strength. Where you're coming into a time where you're learning this most important skill, Gemini, of self-love, of learning to pull all of those different aspects of yourself and to have love of self-love. Because it's out of self-love, really, that the whole basis of love comes. If we go out to get love, it never works. But if we come out of love in having known both those shadow sides of ourself, our more animalistic nature, but we've gotten to know ourselves, self-understanding. We've started to see how wonderful we really are and how much we really do I love you, how much we really have come to love the person who's been on this journey with us. And this earth angel has the figure 8 above her head because she's in tune with the infinite. And it's through that balancing of her inner willpower and inner gentleness and even the empathy. Because empathy is taking, like in the oyster shell, that little grain, and it rubs, it's an irritation that creates the pearl. And out of strength, that's you, Gemini. And that's saying that you're coming into a new area in your life where you really are loving yourself, honoring yourself, enjoying yourself, and feeling pretty balanced in that, which is very important for Geminis. So what a beautiful card. This is strength, the card. Maybe you're connected to a Leo. the number 8. So what do my Geminis need to know right now to check their energy? Focus right now, Geminis, wherever you are, and remember to watch this video through to the very end, because it's a story. We have already this character of strength. That's you, self-love. What is coming to cross you? The Queen of Swords. The Queen of Swords goes above the clouds. She sees with clarity and with a certain amount of intellect. And she can be seen at times as being aloof and cutting, or not that gentle. But when she comes, she brings the truth, and she knows how to set boundaries and knows how to use that intellect. And this is a card of Gemini, Aquarius, and Libra. So Gemini is saying that what is a challenge for you at this moment with your energy is taming that lust, those inner even sexual feelings or conflicting feelings in ourselves that we have to balance and bring ourselves in harmony. And sometimes we need to cut through things that are holding us back or that make it that process difficult, because at the foundation there is this deep, hidden, sacred knowledge of the higher realms. And this is Persephone sitting on her throne in the underworld, being taken down by Lord of the underworld. Persephone is going with her lord, Pluto. And very interesting that Pluto is coming into Aquarius in the next few days for at least a while, without a few movements elsewhere for many, many years, 20 years, I think. So what is at the crown? What does Gemini need to know that they're ready to take in at this moment? The Magician. 3 major arcana out of 4 cards, Gemini. Wow. Well, the High Priestess is saying there is something deep this is a progression, 1 and 2. These are the 2 manifestations of, and also you have the 2 cards that have the figure 8. So there's a lot of synchronicities already in this reading, Gemini. The High Priestess. At the foundation, there is a deep trust of this sacred knowledge. Your intuition is very strong. What you're afraid of is using the mind to cut through things, of that critical, judgmental mind. But you know you have self-love now, Gemini. You're taming that inner beast, having worked with those shadow elements. And you've got the Magician. You're manifesting. Something is at your crown, something you've been working on, something that your source, God, your Christ consciousness wants to bring down to you, because you're becoming that leader within yourself as the Magician to make magic now, Gemini. You've got all the elements you need. So you're going to be building, starting, crafting, but with a very powerful creation. Because as we know, manifestation thoughts with our positive beliefs. If I believe I have all of the money I want, then money comes to me smoothly. Everything I need just rolls to me. I'm in the flow, and all of my family supports all of my creative endeavors. I am loved and loving. I'm in a safe world. The people I love are divinely protected. So those are the things, those affirmations bring in this, and then Source hears every thought we have and brings in this new creation where we blend those elements. And thoughts are things. Our thoughts become things. That's the magician. And what is it in this energy check is not as in, the star. Well, that's an Aquarius card, Gemini. And it's saying that in your recent past, maybe you've been in the limelight, or maybe you've been inspired. Maybe you've been called on to have faith, to heal, to believe. I see that somebody in your past has maybe gone through a healing process, and you were a part of that. Bringing wisdom, taming your own fears, cutting through to the truth, but knowing that you can manifest this positive outcome because you got the star. And that's something that, even though it's in the recent past, it's saying where you're going is the Knight of Swords with some quick energy in the realm of a new idea, a new thought system. You're moving forward fast. Things are speeding up. The Knight and the Queen are communicating. They're facing each other. Maybe we have here, Gemini, that feminine energy of speaking your truth, and how a woman, even though she has to speak a hard truth, perhaps has it in a way that is without emotion. But this is saying some news is coming in quick. And we know that those knights, they just go after what they want. And this is something in the realm of an idea, a new thought system, something innovative that comes upon you very quickly that you're going to run with, Gemini. So what are you seeing as you? The sun. You see yourself as this happy environment, having everything moving forward for you. It's the happiest card. Being in a happy home, that innocence of young happiness, finding your soulmate, growing, blossoming, being fruitful, feeling the light of the world, which is God, the Son of God, which we all are part of that sonship. So it's so amazing. You go from the star, and there's the sun, and we've got strength, the high priestess, and the magician. My God, Gemini, this is an amazing reading. And what is your environment telling you? The Tower. Well, maybe something in the environment around you, the people in your environment, are facing a shocking, often the Knight of Swords brings something quick and shocking. So Gemini, maybe in the Tower, some structure that you built, something in your life by divine intervention, because you're the sun. That's how you perceive yourself in this situation, whatever it is you brought to this reading. And thank you, Gemini, so much for listening to this to the end, and perhaps listening to it again, because there's a lot of information. And you see with the Tower, it's being struck by this bolt of lightning because it's almost divine intervention, necessity, fate to help you move on, perhaps so you can be more fully in that sun. Something a structure, a situation, a relationship, just a thought system. How you've lived is not working, and so it's going to be taken down whether you like it or not. But that is this tower moments. We have these in life to push ourselves forward and to that fulfillment and that acknowledgement of our highest self. And what is Gemini's hopes and fears as he looks at this question, as she comes to this with this question? Clarity. The Queen of Swords will cut through this, as will the Ten of Swords. Gemini. This is the Tower, the hope and fear. Well, I know I have a lot of Geminis out there, and we're all different and come to this reading with different questions, concerns, even different levels of understanding. So this is saying to me, let's wrap it up, that you have been working on these shadow elements, and with the help of this earth angel, you're taming that inner beast, those instincts, those lustful tendencies that make us unbalanced and get us into situations where that leads to a certain kind of self-hatred, self-sabotage. But you're healing that, and you're coming to this deep Gemini self-love. And you have that infinity sign above you because you're tuning in to these higher vibrations, and you're learning how to balance both the inner realm and the outer realm. And your hope and fear is the Queen of Swords. Well, this is this feminine energy with male or female within the realm of air. This is a Gemini card of cutting through ideas, thought forms, beliefs, worldviews, ways of doing things, routines that don't serve you. And you're letting go of that. The Queen, she sits firm. She knows what is true. She knows what is right and wrong. And so it's asking, once you come to that self-love, then you're asked, well, what is right for me and what is wrong for me? And the High Priestess gives you that intuition of those deeper realms of knowledge, of that inner knowledge. The knowledge that comes from dreams, the knowledge that comes from just sudden synchronistic numbers or situations that wake you up to that deeper realm of the mysteries. And then at the crown, Gemini, we have the Magician. Your energy's potent. You're the manifester, the magician. What are you going to pull out of your hat, Gemini? You're using all of these elements that you've built upon, all of these realms of your thinking, your feeling, your sensation, and your intuition, and you're blending those, and it's probably already made you shine. You've taken from one realm to the other and mixed those. And this is the Aquarius card. Aquarius is your best friend because another air sign. But this is saying that there has been this sense of hope and renewal in the recent past. Faith has come upon you again, Gemini. And what's coming is something quick. And again, it's of the air, of the mind, of thoughts, of your ideas of things, of how you communicate. And that's very important, news of something. And you feel right now that you're in the sun, that innocence, that new life, moving into 2024, Gemini, riding high in the sun, that happiness, that success, that bounty, that joy, everything we humans or any living entity on earth would want is the sun. But then the hope, the environment is the tower. Something's coming down. Something that's not working, that's built on a faulty foundation. Because the Queen of Swords doesn't stand for something that's not truthful. She's going to cut that down. And something has come to the end, a rock bottom time. Your thoughts have spiraled out, and it's okay, Gemini, because sometimes we just go over and over and over these mental constructs of betrayal, shame, despair, feeling, is life worth living? But then the sun is rising, and this character's hand is pointing toward the signal of as above, so below. So out of this tower moment, we do feel this devastation of something ending. And we have to face that, Gemini, at times. But you have all of this power around you. Strength, the magician, the high priestess, the star, the sun. And the tower is a gift. It's the gift of transformation. It's the gift of releasing anything that no longer serves us. The foundation is not going to hold to go where you're going now, Gemini. And where is this? Where is my Gemini needing to go as this energy of this reading whenever you find this? The hope and fear is choices. Among all of the chalices of life, these illusions, don't let yourself be tripped up by illusions. You know, these represent different aspects of the ego's desires. But it's saying after this tower, maybe you have put your value on something that's faulty, Gemini. And it's going to show you in your hopes and fears is that something's ending. It's just whatever these, the culmination of our negative thought system, of our way of thinking and communicating to others, betrayal and self-betrayal, and the illusions that are around that in the realm of our emotions, choosing what's right and wrong. And that's where we are, Gemini. Time to make a choice, to really look at what are these options and where is our life after our tower moment and the Ten of Swords. The Four of Cups. What seems that in that perhaps fear of making a decision, making a wrong decision, making a wrong choice, you sit and just don't make any decision at all and just feel kind of somewhat dejected, perhaps by three things in your life right now or in your situation. But you're just kind of closed off, like not letting any good energy in, kind of being stuck in this, it's almost like this repetition compulsion of self-doubt, disappointments, things not measuring up to our standards, wishing things had gone better than they did. But don't focus on these cups. Take the one that's being offered. You're being given this gift. And that's the choice, Gemini, now to make. Not these choices of illusion, but to take this choice being offered by the divine. The cup that's going to really quench your thirst. Wow. And one last card just to summarize this for my Geminis. Powerful. The Queen of Pentacles. Well, there's wealth, abundance, generosity, gentleness, being able to manage your property and manage your resources very well, but also having enough to be generous with others. She's worked hard. She goes after what she wants, and she's willing to work for it. Nothing was handed to her. And she honors this pentacle. It's something dear to her because she's managed it well. So Gemini, I see a lot of abundance, a lot of magic, a lot of creativity after this tower comes. And you're moving into these more beneficial decisions that are going to bring you abundance, wealth, that inner light of the sun. So a beautiful reading, and we had empathy as the card of our beginning. And let's see, what do our angel guides want us to know, Gemini, as we end this reading, to summarize this powerful reading with the Magician and the High Priestess, Strength, the Star, the Sun. Oh my God. So many powerful cards for my Gemini. The angels want you to know spiritual growth. Through all of this tower, these illusions, this pain and betrayal, this despondency, you're going, and now you're standing and incubating, taking in, metabolizing all of these events, Gemini, that have happened to you recently. It seems like really within the past few months. But you've gone through a lot of spiritual growth. And take a moment to honor yourself for that, because the angels want you to know that it's taken power and intention to get to this level of wisdom. Stand firm in that, Gemini. You'll need that. Your spiritual growth is leading to power and intention. And Gemini, as you come to the end of this reading and go into your day, expect miracles. It's always so wonderful to do readings for you, Gemini. And you know I love you, and we're all here in this interconnected field together, learning, growing, expecting miracles, feeling that abundance, the sun, and that empathy for ourselves and others as we come together and journey up to a new vibration. So if you like this reading, please subscribe to my channel. And Gemini, check me out at my website, ingridsinsights.com. Thank you and have a great day. Bye-bye.